करते हैं, वो भी हम यहाँ लिखते हैं। आज हम यहाँ पर लिखेंगे एक्शन वर्ब। उस पूरी स्टोरी में जो एक्शन वर्ब कल जो सामा सिवा राजू सर ने हमें बताए थे, उन एक्शन वर्ब जो पकड़ में आते हैं फटाफट अपने चैट बॉक्स में लिखते जाएंगे। कहानी को भी बड़े ध्यान से सुनते जाएंगे। कहानी के लिए मैं आमंत्रित करता हूँ अर्शिता, आप अनम्यूट हो जाइए। अर्शिता।
Good morning, everyone. So, here is the story. At that time, Alauddin Khilji ruled over Delhi as a king. He was a very cunning and cruel king. In Rajputana, Rana Ratan Singh ruled over Chittor. Alauddin came to know that the Rana's queen was very beautiful. He wanted to get the queen, Padmini, somehow or the other. So he went to Rajputana with a big army and camped at a little distance from Chittor. That cunning fellow sent a message to Rana. I'll come back after seeing Padmini's reflection in the mirror. Rana Ratan Singh did not think it proper to shed blood for such a trivial matter. So he invited Alauddin to the fort and showed him the reflection of Padmini in the mirror. Rana came outside the fort to bid him goodbye. Outside the fort, Alauddin had concealed his soldiers. They attacked Rana, caught him, and took him to their camps as a captive. When Rana was made a captive, there was a cry of distress in the fort of Chittor. The army of Alauddin was so big that by waging a battle, there was no hope to get victory over his army. At last, Queen Padmini's maternal uncle, Gora, made a plan. Alauddin was sent a message that the Queen Padmini was ready to come to him if he released Rana. 700 maid servants would also accompany her, so the royal soldiers should not check them. King Alauddin enthusiastically accepted the proposal. In the evening, when it grew dark, 700 palanquins passed by. The soldiers of the king were celebrating the function intoxicated with victory. Do you think that Queen Padmini went to the Muslim king by sitting in one of the palanquins? No, it was 12-year-old Badal, the nephew to Padmini, who had disguised himself as Queen Padmini armed with weapons. In other palanquins, also there were Rajputana warriors, and the coolies who were carrying the palanquins were also warriors. They liberated Rana and sent him towards the fort with some soldiers, and they attacked Alauddin's army. Gora was the commander of the army. Badal showed wondrous heroism in this battle. But how long could a handful of Rajputana warriors fight against the huge army of Alauddin? Gora died a heroic death. The boy, Badal, slaughtering the Muslim soldiers fearlessly, entered the fort. Alauddin did not want the news to be conveyed in the fort. He wanted to capture Padmini and carry her to Delhi. But the 12-year-old boy failed his strategy. As soon as the news reached the fort, the Rajput warriors came out enthusiastically to sacrifice their lives for the righteousness and for their motherland. Alauddin had to face a lot of difficulty in getting victory over them. When, having sacrificed most of his warriors in the battle, he entered the fort, he saw that a very big fire was burning like wildfire. The brave women of Rajputana, having entered the burning fire, had attained paradise in order to escape the touch of a sinful person. So, Alauddin's sinful effort was all in vain. The glorious divine land of Bharat will ever remain illuminated with the radiance of chaste women who burned themselves in order to maintain their chastity, and also by Badal's heroism and sacrifice. Thank you.
धन्यवाद अर्शिता। और जैसे कि आज आप सबके लिए ताली बजाने की इच्छा हो रही है, बहुत बढ़िया, क्योंकि आप सब लोगों ने काफ़ी आज चैट बॉक्स भर दिए हैं, काफ़ी अच्छे शब्द निकाले हैं। कई लोगों ने पहले पद्मिनी का जौहर ऐसा लिखा था, फिर बाद में ध्यान में आया कि कहानी कुछ और है। अंत में कहानी का शीर्षक ध्यान आ गया? ओके, ठीक ठीक है, ठीक है, ओके, थैंक्स। आप सभी का धन्यवाद। एक कहानी अंत में हम और सुनेंगे। ठीक है, तृप्ति शर्मा जी दीदी हैं उपस्थित? ओके, ठीक है। तो हम यहाँ से अब सीधे ही हमारे संबा शिवा राव जी भाई साहब के पास चलते हैं। संबा शिवा राव जी भाई साहब, कल के जो प्रश्न आए हैं उनको कुछ लेते हुए आगे हम लोगों के बीच में आदरणीय संबा शिवा राव जी।
धन्यवाद राकेश जी। गोविंद जी बोलते करके बोले ना कल थोड़ा
गोविंद जी आखिर अंत में ले।
अंत में।
नमस्कार गोविंद जी।
नमस्कार।
Yesterday we were talking about word classes, and somebody has asked again to repeat the word class. What is word class? And what we were learning as parts of speech in formal. There are 8 parts of speech in English. Like this, we used to learn from the beginning in grammar. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition.
अनम्यूट कर लीजिए बेटा।
In the modern English, these are divided into 3 working classes, keeping in view of the working of these words in a sentence, functioning of these words in the sentence. It is divided into 3 word classes. Yesterday also I told to you that 3 word classes are there. Is it audible to you, Rakesh ji? सुनाई दे रहा है?
जी 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 बिल्कुल, एकदम स्पष्ट है साहब। कंटिन्यू। अनम्यूट हो गए थे, अनम्यूट।
Related to noun family only. This is working regard taking into consideration of their functionality, how they function in a sentence. This is one group, first word class. A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. Already we have studied it. And a pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Instead of saying noun again and again, we use pronoun, he, she, it, they, like that. And WH pronouns are also there, which are used for interrogations and also relativizations. And third one is adjective. An adjective is used to qualify a noun. Qualify. That is good boy, I said. That is good is an adjective. Boy is a noun. So these are qualifying words. Green leaf. Leaf is a noun. Green is an adjective. And adjectives have degrees of comparison. I told on the other day that positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree, good, better, best, bad, worse, worst. In any grammar, you can find the list of all those adjectives. We just find it today and know what are the other degrees. Suppose good, I give you good. What are the other degrees of good? Bad, better, best. What are the other degrees of bad, worse, worst? Like that, better, best, superlative degree. So like this. In the chat box also they have written, you know many things about this grammar. I am not going to repeat all those things. Okay, if I enter into the grammar, you know, we will not come out. Even after 10 days or 1 month also, we will not come out from the grammar. So I am leaving it and I am going to the functional aspect of that. And the second word class is verb and adverb. Verb is an action word. A verb denotes an action. Many definitions are there for verb, and we take a simple definition, that is all action words are verbs. राकेश जी बताया ना स्टोरी में कितने हैं एक्शन वर्ड्स. नाउन्स पे लिखे कुछ लोग, कोई बात परवाह नहीं, बाद में सीख जाएंगे. All action words are verb, which an action. A word which denotes an action is a verb. Like the many definitions are there. And verb has a tense. इसका tense रहता है, timing of action. A verb has tense. This we will learn tomorrow. And adverb. An adverb modifies a verb. Yesterday somebody has made a sentence. Your teaching is marvelous. This is adjective. You are teaching marvelously. This is adverb. When you add ly, teaching can be used as a noun. Teaching can be used as a verb. Your teaching is marvelous. When I say teaching, here it is used as a noun. And marvelous is an adjective. You are teaching marvelously. Here the teaching is used as a verb. And marvelously is used as an adverb. An adverb is used to modify a verb, adjective, or another adverb. This is somewhat difficult in all the parts of speech. And by the end of the sessions, 10 or so, we'll be learning more about adverbial clauses, noun clauses, prepositional clauses. When we enter deep into the syllabus, we will be learning all these things. Don't worry. In single day, you are not going to learn all the things. And I just enter into today's lesson. Today's lesson I am entering? Please don't question like that. Grammar part, we are not going to teach grammar here. And we are taking up some inflection. You write it, inflection. I-N-F-L-E-C-T-I-O-N. Yesterday and the day before yesterday, we taught something about pronouns, personal pronouns. I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are all personal pronouns. When this pronoun is used as a subject of a sentence, this form is used. As a subject, I am so and so, we are so and so, he is so and so, she is so and so. This is what we call subject. This form is used to when we use this pronoun as a subject. And the other forms are also there. You write down now. You write again I, below that we, below that you, and he, she, it, they. Again you write. Then in the horizontal line you write I के साथ में my लिखो, my, M-Y, my. Put one comma and me, M-E, me. Put one comma, mine, M-I-N-E, mine, comma, myself. This is what we call inflection. In grammar, it is known as case, subjective case, nominative case, possessive case, reflex, like that. Okay, I, my, me, mine, myself. We के साथ में our. Put one comma after we, our, and ours. Us, US, us. Ourselves. Last में yourselves, yourself, yourselves. He, his, him, himself. She, her, hers, herself. It, its, itself. They, their, them, themselves. So we have completed all the inflection forms of the personal pronouns. I am so and so. You write that one. I am so and so. You write your name. I am so and so. This is my book. This is our house. This is our house. This is your pen. This is your pen. This is his flat. Flat, F-L-A-T. This is his flat. This is her bangle, B-A-N-G-L-E. Her bangle. Put full stop at the end of the sentence. Start the sentence with a capital letter. At the end of the sentence, put a full stop. These are its wings. It is a bird. These are its wings. Its I-T-S. Its wings. W-I-N-G-S. This is their plot. P-L-O-T. This is their. T-H-E-I-R. Their plot. So we have used all the possessive forms. This is my book. This is your book. This is his book. This is her book. These are its wings. This is their flat, their plot. Like that, these possessive cases or possessive forms can be used. And the object form now. This plot belongs to me. This car belongs to me. This is mine. This car belongs to me. This is mine. This is ours. This house is ours. This house belongs to us. Ours, us. This is yours. This bag is yours. This water bottle is yours. This saree is yours. Like that, any sentence you can write. Yours faithfully. At the end of the letter, we will be writing yours. Y-O-U-R-S. No apostrophe. This car belongs to him. This car belongs to him. This is his car. This car belongs to him. This anklet is hers. Anklet. A-N-K-L-E-T. This anklet is hers. Then this room belongs to them. This house belongs to them. This car belongs to them. Like that, we have completed object form. And we go to the reflex form. Reflex form, myself. I have to study myself. I have to study myself. I have to cook myself. I have to read myself. I have to go myself. Nobody is there to take me. I have to walk myself. Like that, this is a reflex pronoun. We have to study ourselves. We have to study ourselves. We have to cook ourselves. You have to study yourself. You have to know yourself, who you are, where from you have come. Spirituality starts here. You have to know yourself. You have has, H-A-S has. He has to try himself. He has to study himself. He has to work himself. She has to cook herself. She has to cook herself. She has to study herself, has to study herself. It has to fly itself. It has to fly itself. They have to play themselves. They have to study themselves. They have to play themselves. So like that, all these structure we have completed. These are called inflections of personal pronouns. So how to use them? Suppose we take the let, L-E-T, let. This is very useful for teachers, acharyas, matajis in the classroom. Let means allow, A-L-L-O-W. Let me speak, simple word. मुझे बताने दीजिए, मुझे बात करने दीजिए. कौन रोका है आपको? बात करने के लिए सेशन है. Let me speak. Let me tell a story. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Let me come in. Let me go out. Let me speak to you. Allow me. This object form is used here. Let them go. Let them come. Let them talk to themselves, among themselves, like that. Let me, let him, let her dance, let her sing, let her tell a story, allow her to tell a story, like that. This let is more useful to you. Let means allow, let not is a negative, isn't it? Don't let him. Negative question also. उनको आने मत दीजिए ऐसा करके. Don't let him in, isn't it? Let not, let off. Let off is another word. जब भाड़े में दिया जाते हैं. This room is let off. This portion is let off. L-E-T, let, O-F-F, off. These are called phrases. Phrasal verbs, phrases that we will learn later. Let off. Why the classes are let off today? क्यों छोड़ दिए classes को? कोई वजह रहनी चाहिए. Let off. Why the classes are let off today? Like that, this let is used more comfortably by you in different circumstances. Why are you not allowing him? Like that. So this let is also, and can, we are taking the can and could today for prepositions, for making prepositions. Can is used to express ability, A-B-I-L-I-T-Y, ability. And can is used to ask permission. May is also used for permission, may, M-A-Y, may. May is also used to give permission or take permission. And could is the most polite way. Yesterday and day before yesterday, we have studied about would, like and would. I would like to, I like to, I would like to take tea. Would you like to? What would you like to take? This is how you make propositions by using would. Now today we are practicing with could. Could you please explain me once again? Could you tell me once again? I could not understand. I could not, couldn't. That is the contracted form. Wouldn't, contracted form. Won't, wouldn't or won't. I won't allow you. I won't allow you to come. I wouldn't allow you. Would, wouldn't. Yesterday we have practiced it then. We are practicing could. Could you please tell me? Could you please tell me your name? Most polite way. जब बड़ों से बात करते हैं तो could use करना. अपनों से या नीचे स्टैंडर्ड वाले से can you please tell me your name? Can you swim? Can you write? Can you go? Can you come? Can't you do this? ये कर नहीं सकते क्या? Can't you do this? Yes, I can. No, I can't. कुछ सीखना चाहिए और सीखना चाहिए. Can't you speak English? Can't you speak English fluently? For so many years you have been learning, studying, passed so many examinations. Why don't you speak? Why can't you speak? Isn't it? This is about communication. That's why we are assembled here. To know what is communication. So can is used to express ability. Can, the negative is can't. What also, what can you do? Where can you go? WS pronouns आसानी से इससे मिला ले सकते हैं. Why don't you? Why can't you? Why couldn't you? So this could and can and may also. May I come in, please? May I help you? May I do something for you? मैं कुछ कर सकता हूँ आपके लिए. May I? Yes, you may. Yes, you can. No, you can't. I can help myself. I can do myself. That self also use it. Reflex form. So this is how you make propositions. So all of you try to make propositions by using let, by using can, by using may, by using could, by using would. Yesterday's like. These are all certain grammatical elements which are specially used in speech acts. You can write it down. Speech act. S-P-E-E-C-H-A-C-T. Speech act, prepositions, utterances. Again, we are going for that. Not sentences, not big sentences. बड़ी-बड़ी sentences बात करने का नहीं है, छोटे-छोटे भी. बात करने का ढंग अलग रहता है, बात करने का इंग्लिश अलग रहता है. That you read, that you studied, that you have written, That is not going to help you here. छोटे छोटे में बात हो सकती है. ऐसे अपने prepositions every day we are going to learn certain new words. Already we have, you can write them separately. Would, like, can, let, may. These are called modal verbs, which has no past tense. MODAL, modal verbs. There is no tense for him. Even could is the past tense of can. It is not used as a past form. It is used in special occasions. Could I please you? Could I help you? Could you please explain once again? Could you please lend some money? I am in need of some money, 1,000 rupees. Could you please lend? उसे अपन जबरदस्ती नहीं कर सकते. Polite way of asking. कुछ आप हमारे लिए दे सकते हैं क्या? ऐसा. Could you please? Can you please? Can't you please? Like that. Could you please explain once again? Could you please? This is one example. And one more thing I want to tell you. And all these days we are going to practice. Not only today. Yesterday's and day before yesterday's and today's will be adding to your knowledge. We don't live here. ये यहाँ छोड़ने वाले नहीं है हमको इसको. ये ऐड होते रहते हैं. हर दिन जो है आपको यूज करने की शक्ति बढ़ती रहती है. You are going to add such type of words every day. By using their usage, you will be practicing them. Not that we are going to live here. Could यहाँ छोड़ देते हैं ऐसा नहीं. Could का जो है उपयोग आते रहता है. Not only in one day you can learn it. You will be practicing day in and day out. So that we will be learning by the end of the 10th day now. Would and could, can, may.
अनम्यूट भाई साहब, म्यूट हो गया. सामा शिवराव जी.
Which are used in spoken form. Speech acts, prepositions. These have no tense. No continuous forms also. Canning नहीं रहता. Can could रहता है. Ing forms वैसा नहीं रहता इसमें. I shall explain again also. Once you write it down, that's modal verb. These are modal verbs. A special category of verbs which don't have tense, which are used not as main verbs. These are auxiliary verbs, extension of auxiliary verbs. Okay, have, has. These are all modal verbs. Okay, some prepositions also we will be making. And one more definition I would like to give you. Morpheme. And the other day we have talked about this, and today we are going to talk something about morpheme. M-O-R-P-H-E-M-E. Morpheme is a building block. Written expression of a spoken word. Written, W-R-I-T-T-E-N, written expression, E-X-P-R-E-S-S-I-O-N, expression of a spoken form, spoken word. उसका written expression. This is a building block. थोड़े इसको कहते हैं morphology. जैसे phonology है. What are spoken words? That is phonology. And what are written words? This is morphology. Morphological editing. When we edit a sentence for spelling, for capital letter, for punctuation, all these comes under morphological editing. जब देखने में पहचान हो जाता है, एक कैपिटल यूज नहीं किया, वर्ड्स के बीच में स्थल नहीं छोड़ा, पंक्चुएशन मार्क नहीं रखा, ऐसा देखने में जितने भी मिस्टेक्स आते हैं उसको कहते हैं मॉर्फोलॉजिकल एडिटिंग. Then we go for syntactic editing. That is agreement of the verb with the subject. Agreement of the verb with the subject. That is known as syntactic editing in PNG markers. PNG means person, number, and gender. The verb should agree with the, you can write it down. The verb should agree with the subject in PNG markers. M-A-R-K-E-R-S. Person, number, gender. Noun family में अपन सीखना इसको. Noun, आज से noun को छोड़ देते हैं अपन, verb में चले जाते हैं कल से, इसलिए पूरे इसके बारे में बोल रहा हूं मैं. Noun के बारे में जो है, noun क्या है, pronoun क्या है, adjective क्या है, PNG क्या है, agreement of the verb क्या है. ये सारे ग्रामर अपन सीख लिए हैं, फिर भी एक बार याद कर रहा हूँ, इसलिए कि अपन सेंटेंसेस भी बनने जा रहे हैं कल से, and prepositions also we are going to make, and these small elements of language which are used in speech acts, speech act, preposition, negation, interrogation. Tomorrow we'll study interrogative sentence. Today we are studying interrogation, negation, declaration, positive declaration, negative declaration. If the technical words are not known to you, every day we will be talking to these words. You will be knowing by the end of the session, you know. Agreement of the verb with the subject. You can write it down. Morphology, morpheme, agreement of the subject with the verb with the subject in PNG markers. Person, number, and gender. What is it? Tomorrow we will learn. Whatever that I am telling today, it may not be clear to you today. And tomorrow it will be clear. Okay. That's why take interest. And every day it's a new day for us. Every day is a new things you will be learning. Thank you very much. राकेश जी कुछ पूछना?
धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद भाई साहब। आदरणीय भाई साहब ने जो हम लोगों के बीच में विषय रखा है, प्रतिदिन अब विषय समाप्त होने के बाद 2 व्यक्ति जो है उसको रिकैप करेंगे ना, क्या पढ़ाया है आज उसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। आज की शुरुआत अपन करते हैं ममता शर्मा दीदी, ये मेरे सामने यहाँ बैठी हुई हैं, और दिनेश कुमार मिश्र जी बोकारो से। इन दोनों को आज के सेशन में क्या हुआ है आपको अनम्यूट करके अपनी बात रखनी है। मैं अनुमति देता हूं अनम्यूट करने की दोनों को। यस ममता जी, आप अपना अनम्यूट कीजिए और आज के सेशन में क्या क्या हुआ इसको बताइए जरा।
गुड मॉर्निंग। हेलो, सुनाई दे रहा है भाई
जी
साहब?
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल दीदी।
जी भाई साहब, आज तो पूरी चीज रानी पद्मावती विषय में उसका टाइटल देना था, और नाउन, प्रोनाउन और वर्ब, एडजेक्टिव के बारे में हमें बताया गया। मैं पूरा ध्यान से नहीं सुन पाई, इसलिए शॉर्ट में बता रही हूँ। और जो आदरणीय भाई साहब के द्वारा हमें बताया गया, उसका हमें मतलब अभी बहुत कुछ सीखना है। अभी हम ज्यादा कुछ सीख नहीं पाए हैं, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा सा पूजा में लग गई थी भाई साहब, तो पूरा नहीं सुन पाई। अगले दिन मैं अपनी तैयारी से आपके पास बैठूंगी, आगे आप दूसरे मतलब
आज आप फंस गई हैं। चलिए दिनेश कुमार जी मिश्र।
Good morning to all of you. Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, continue.
Today, as usual, our teaching session started. We start from our prayer, Bandana. After then, introductory session. After then, Bandana. After then, Bahan Arsita started a story based on sacrifices of our national pride. After then, as our instructor, Mr. Rakesh Sharma, allow us, our motivator, Sriman Manani Subbarao sir, explain what is our last day lesson. After then we start today lesson. After then he started today's lesson. As we know that yesterday we study about some forms, noun forms. Today we noun, for pronoun, adjective, first class, second class, and third class, or you can say third group. He started revising of noun and teaches us how we explain personal pronouns. Personal pronouns in the sense of I, we, you, she, it, they, and said to us that write them horizontally and added them I along with my, me, mine, myself, we, our, ours, us, ourselves, she, her, herself, in such a pattern. After then he teaches us about reflection pronoun. Reflection pronouns means yours, this is her car, these groups belongs to you, I have to use my car. And sometime he also told us about the difference between using word can and could. Especially we use can for youngers and we use could for our older, or you can say our senior. Basically, when we want to ask something about our juniors, or you can say our colleagues, especially we ask in such a matter, in such a way that can you do this? Or can you explain what are the circumstances? And when you want to know about some extra things from our seniors, our elders person, that we ask about, could I, could you told me, could, couldn't I go there? Could you explain what are the problems related in our class? In such a way, here we also learn of may and the fundamental difference of morphology. Morphology is a way by which we justify the sentences in terms of editing. Are they properly right or not right? What are the usage of full stop, commas, and other in symbols? This is also we learn on the terms of morphology. By this way, there are some personal, this is the complete, according to my opinion, which I learned today, the forms of noun is used according to the requirement of the some, according to the requirement of I, we, you, see, he, it, and these are based to each other with the help of personal pronoun. This is my opinion. If anything else which I am not capable to explain, please, sorry for convenience.
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद दिनेश जी, थैंक्स
lot for
ममता
your
जी,
kind support.
दोनों थैंक्स। दिनेश जी और ममता जी ने बहुत ध्यान से ये सारी चीजें नोट की हुई हैं और निश्चित रूप से ममता जी भले ही कह रही हैं कि पूजा में चले गए, पर पूरा ध्यान इस समय उनका लिखने में था। आप दोनों को बधाई। पर कल से किसी भी विद्यार्थी का, मतलब हम तो यहाँ विद्यार्थी हैं, इसलिए कल किसी को भी बोल सकते हैं, इसलिए नोट डाउन हम सब लोग करते रहें। ऐसा नहीं बता, आप केवल एक क्वेश्चन सेशन है।
I always prepare for this conversation. Thank you, Rakesh
कल
ji.
से
Thank you, Subra Rao sir.
बिल्कुल। आप कोई क्वेश्चन हो हमारे साम्बशिवा राव जी से आज के सेशन के संबंध में, तो मैं सबको अभी आप सब अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं बारी बारी से, जब जिसको बात कहनी हो, पूछना हो, कोई प्रश्न हो तो यहाँ रख दीजिए, अपने प्रश्न पूछें।
Excuse me, sir. Just my question is, you taught about the use of could. Could you please help me? But I want to know, if I use would, W-O-U-L-D, would instead of could you please help me? So is it correct, or what is the difference between would you please or could you please? This I want to know. Please, sir.
Both are almost same. No problem if you use could. Could is an ability. We are asking for ability of the person. हम बड़ों से इसलिए पूछते हैं कि they are more able to explain certain things. If you don't find an able person, you don't ask for could. Could you explain? उनका ability अपने से ज़्यादा है, इसलिए the ability, use your ability to explain. That for that we use could. For any normal doing we use would. Is it okay? Could is used which for ability. If you are more able to do than me, I ask you. Can is also an ability. Ability to swim, ability to speak, ability to write. What is a normal way? Will and would are normal way of asking. ये करे मुझे मेरे लिए करिए ये से सबसे ऐसा नहीं कर सकते which who are more you able, you know, then you ask them could is an expression of degree of ability. When a degree of ability is more, we use could is a normal way of expression. So सीधी सादी कामों के लिए would, बड़ा जानकारी के लिए could. Is it okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you. It's now very clear. Thank you, sir.
Namaste.
जी
Myself Kailash Mishra, Odisha, from Odisha. I am not getting clearly about the phonology and morphology. What is the basic difference between two? Please explain again.
Phonology is the subject of sounds, which deals with the sounds, phonemes. 44 sounds are there in English, 20 vowelic sounds, 24 consonant sounds. And speech is formed by the combination of phonemes. This listening and understanding and speaking, two skills are practiced by speech acts. When we go to reading and writing, we take the help of morphemes. Whichever is spoken, it is to be written. Then only the books are available, the reading is available, reading and comprehension is available. This is an advanced skill. And writing is also, you can express in your writing also. So these two are advanced skills of speaking. Reading is also input device. We read something, understanding something. Writing is an output device. You write something, you express something in writing, isn't it? Two outputs are there, two inputs are there. Listening and understanding is one input. If I am talking to you, I am not writing anything, I am not reading anything, I am telling something. This is what you are listening and understanding. These are the first two skills. This is an input device. Okay, this is done in phonemes, phonology. The science with the deals with the sounds of English is known as phonology, phonetics. Okay, morphology is written forms. So, some rules are there for editing. Because it is an international language, all the rules are to be observed regarding punctuation, regarding grammar, regarding structures. So all these, when it is written, a written script is there, we go for morphological editing and syntactic editing. In later course, I shall explain again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sambhaji, namaskar. Could you please explain again about speech actor proposition?
Okay. ये तो रोज होता रहेगा, एक दिन की बात नहीं, 10 दिन में समझ जाएंगे आप. ठीक है, ये हर दिन listening and understanding and speaking one group, two skills. Reading and writing these two skills another group. इसका जो है मेल रोज होते रहेगा, ठीक है ना? Speech, proposition, pragmatics, every day I shall be talking. That is the speciality of this session. Is it okay? एक दिन में होने वाली बात नहीं है, ये समझते जाएंगे, अप्लाई करते जाएंगे, यूज करते जाएंगे. नया होने and everything I shall be talking on them.
What is syntactics? Syntactics.
Semantics is meaning. Mean means meaning. Semantics. Meaning. I mean something. Syntax. Syntax. S-Y-N-T-A-X. Syntax. Syntax is sentence structure. Sentence structure. That also certain rules. Grammar. All grammar is syntax. Syntactic editing. That is, I told you, agreement of the verb with the subject. That is syntactic editing. Whether agree हो रहा है कि नहीं, ये देखना क्या है, syntactic editing है. I shall tell you in detail, no problem.
जी और कोई प्रश्न हो तो आप.
अच्छे डाउट्स आ रहे हैं.
जी. One more question. There are you have told three family: noun family, pronoun family, and adjective family.
No.
Any more families are there?
तीन आते हैं नाउन फैमिली में, नाउन प्रोनाउन एडजेक्टिव तीनों मिलके एक नाउन फैमिली है। सेकेंड वर्ड ग्रुप जो है वर्ब का, वर्ब एंड एडवर्ब, ओनली 3 वर्ड ग्रुप्स। फर्स्ट वर्ड ग्रुप नाउन प्रोनाउन एडजेक्टिव, सेकेंड वर्ड ग्रुप वर्ब एंड एडवर्ब, थर्ड वर्ड ग्रुप कनेक्टिव्स, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Is it okay? Previously we used to study them as parts of speech, 8 parts of speech in English. We have made into 3 classes, 3 word classes. First word class noun pronoun adjective, second word class verb adverb, third word class preposition, conjunction, interjection. First word class we have completed today. Adjective I shall take up later. Okay.
ये चैट बॉक्स में एक फागू जी का प्रश्न आया है, PNG, व्हाट इज PNG, पर वो क्लियर हो गया।
Agreement of the verb with the subject in person, number and gender. Person, ये person से ठीक है, third person singular agrees with yes form of the verb, कल सीखा जाएगा उसका। Number singular plural, gender male female, इसकी लिहाज से जो है agree होना verb subject के साथ में, this is known as PNG markers. This is what we call again morphological editing, syntactic editing. We will see, we will observe whether it is in agreement of the verb or not, in agreement of the subject or not. Whether the verb is in agreement of the subject or not, we will study. Past form is there, present form is there. And tomorrow we are going to study something about tense and verb. Phonology के बारे में क्या पूछ रहे हैं? फिर एक chat box में आया question. Once again, राकेश जी क्या है?
रजनी बंसल जी आप अनम्यूट कर लीजिए।
Hello, good morning, sir. Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello, sir. First part is phonology, and what is second part? Please tell me the name.
What is?
Sir, you are told phonology, and what is second part?
Second part is semantics. Second section.
Okay, sir.
Syntax, pragmatics. Phonology, semantics, syntax, pragmatics. Every day I shall be talking on these, no problem. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
ठीक, धन्यवाद भाई साहब। आज ये प्रश्नोत्तरी का जो सेशन है वो यहीं खत्म होता है। सर्वेश सक्सेना जी आपने हाथ खड़ा किया है, कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं क्या? क्योंकि आपके यहाँ से आवाज बहुत आ रही है ठोकने पीटने की, आप इसको पूछना चाहें, अनम्यूट कीजिए सर्वेश सक्सेना जी। सर्वेश सक्सेना जी ये हैंड, चलिए नरेंद्र जी सर्वेश सक्सेना जी को देखे क्या उनकी प्रॉब्लम। ओके ठीक, धन्यवाद। और अब आगे हम बढ़ते हैं। आदरणीय गोविंद जी भाई साहब हम लोगों के बीच में, गोविंद चंद जी महंत जी भाई साहब, और सीधे ही निवेदन है कि वो हम लोगों के बीच में अपनी बात रखें। उसके बाद एक हम स्टोरी सुनेंगे, उसके बाद सेशन हमारे यहाँ समाप्त होगा। आदरणीय गोविंद जी भाई। आदरणीय गोविंद जी हमारे विद्या भारती के सह संगठन मंत्री हैं, संघ के प्रचारक हैं, और भुवनेश्वर केंद्र है उड़ीसा, और वहीं के हम लोग वहीं से हम लोगों के बीच में जुड़े हुए हैं। और बड़ी प्रसन्नता की बात है कि इस सेशन के साथ साथ 5वें मतलब जो तीसरा सेशन है 5 से 6 बजे, उसमें भी उड़ीसा के काफी बंधु जुड़ते हैं। काफी कल तो प्रश्न भी जो है सर्वाधिक वहीं से पूछे गए थे, हमारे समाज सेवा राव जी सब कह रहे थे। गोविंद जी सब।
वंदनीय मां सरस्वती। I am congratulating all participants, प्राचार्य, प्रधानाचार्य, पूर्णकालिक कार्यकर्ता, also my best thanks to Samba Siva Rao ji, master trainer, and also Vidya Bharati e-Pathshala team. Rakesh ji, Sarvesh ji and others. I was unable to connect this noble inaugural session 16th October. I hope you are capable on spoken English and I hope you will be evolved as master trainers of Vidya Bharati. This session also participated 81 participants, different corners of country. Vidya Bharati started this program after e-content training. So I hope best of all. Thanks to ePathshala team and thanks all senior Karyakartas, senior Pracharya, senior Pradhanacharya and other participants. Thank you all. नमस्कार सभी को।
धन्यवाद भाई साहब, आपका स्नेह इसी प्रकार विद्या भारती पाठशाला को मिलता रहे और निश्चित रूप से यह प्रगति करती रहे, ऐसी अपेक्षा, शुभकामनाएं। आगे हम बढ़ते हैं। एक नरेंद्र चाष्टा जी क्विज और यहाँ का फीडबैक अगर आप डाल दें चैट बॉक्स में तो सब लोग जो है उसको फिलअप करेंगे। आज का जो प्रश्नोत्तरी और क्विज है वो हमें यहाँ पर डाल रहे हैं। एक हम यहाँ लास्ट में स्टोरी सुनेंगे और जो आज के चैप्टर में आए मे, कोल्ड और कैन, इनमें कहाँ इन सेंटेंस का उपयोग हुआ है अगर वो ध्यान में आते हैं तो चैट बॉक्स में वो पूरा सेशन लिखेंगे। नरेंद्र चाष्टा जी ने प्रश्नोत्तरी डाल दी है, इसको भी जब तक आप खोल लेंगे इसको फिलअप करेंगे और नहीं कर पाते हैं तो बाद में जो है आप इसको उस पर डाल देंगे ग्रुप पर, तो आप वहाँ सर ये खोल सकते हैं व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पर। एक अंतिम निवेदन और, आज हमारी स्टोरी बोलने के लिए हम खुद कहानी बोलें और इसकी एक प्रतियोगिता हम लोग यहाँ शुरू करने वाले हैं। आज दिन भर में आपको एक स्टोरी इंग्लिश में अपनी रिकॉर्ड करना है, वीडियो ऑन करके सामने फ्रंट पेज से एक स्टोरी और उस व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पर, अथवा नंबर नोट डाउन कर लीजिए 9424426409 मेरा जो नंबर है, उस पर अपनी एक स्टोरी बनाकर, सांबा शिवाराव जी भाई साहब भी देखेंगे उसको कि आपके उच्चारण कैसे हैं, आप किस प्रकार से आपकी इंग्लिश का, तो कोशिश ये कीजिएगा अगर इंग्लिश की स्टोरी आप देखकर बोल रहे हैं तो ठीक है, वरना बिना देखे भी अगर आप बोलेंगे तो आपके एक्सप्रेशंस और ये सब चीजें उसमें काउंट होंगी, निश्चित रूप से बड़ा लाभ होगा। इसलिए अपनी अपनी एक स्टोरी जरूर, ये एक होमवर्क है, लिख लीजिए, कल एक स्टोरी आपको, कल तक एक स्टोरी रिकॉर्ड करके आपको भेजनी है। कल इस सेशन में बेस्ट स्टोरी जो है यहाँ अनाउंस की जाएगी। तृप्ति शर्मा जी। तृप्ति जी उज्जैन की आचार्य हैं, उज्जैन में महाकाल के बगल में विद्यालय है महाकालपुरम, वहाँ की आचार्य हैं, हमें एक स्टोरी सुनाएगी। जी। हाँ, या दिनेश कुमार जी, एक स्टोरी का वीडियो बनाकर आपको भेजना है, 2 मिनट की या 3 मिनट की स्टोरी होगी, उसका एक वीडियो बनाइए और व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप नंबर 1 पर, ऑनलाइन क्लास का जो व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप है उस पर वो स्टोरी डालिए, आपकी रिकॉर्ड की हुई वीडियो ऑन किया हुआ स्टोरी आप बोलिए, जिससे कि आपके बोलने का लहजा जिसको हम कहते हैं, एक्सप्रेशंस वगैरह ये सब चीजें आ जाए। तृप्ति जी हमें एक स्टोरी सुनाई।
Hello, Namaskar. Good morning to all respected scholars and learners. Now I am going to tell my story. Josh and his friends were talking one day about things that bring them luck. I have a rabbit's foot, said Laurie. I have a lucky penny, said Roger. Every time I want to do really well in baseball or swimming, I always carry my lucky penny. What about you, Josh? Asked Roger. What is lucky for you? Josh thought for a moment and he answered, my blue socks. Blue socks? The boys said together. How can blue socks bring you luck? Josh said that every time he wears his blue socks to school before a test, he gets a good grade. He told the boys that one day he wore his brown socks and he didn't do well on his test. The next day, Josh had a math test. He was upset because he couldn't find his blue socks to wear to school. Mom, yelled Josh, where are my blue socks? I have a math test today and I needed to wear them. Don't be silly, Mom said. Those socks need to be washed. If you studied for your test, you will do just fine. Josh was not sure. He agreed with his mom. When I wear them, I get a good grade. Josh said, did you study for your test? Asked Mom. Yes. Then you have nothing to worry about. Just do your best. It was time for Josh to take his math test. His tummy felt funny, but he thought to himself, just do your best. Laurie had his rabbit's foot and Roger had his lucky penny. They asked Josh if he wore his lucky blue socks. No, said Josh. They were in the wash. Well, good luck, the boy said. Josh took his time and answered all the questions. He even went back to check his work to be sure he did his best. That wasn't so bad, thought to himself. Josh's teacher told him later that he scored a 95 on his test. Wow, cried Josh. I didn't even wear my lucky blue socks. Josh couldn't wait to tell his mom how great he did on his test. Mom said, when you study and do your best always, you will get a good grade. The socks do not make you do well. Only you can make yourself do well. You need to have confidence in yourself. Roger and Larry did well on their test, but they didn't score as high as Josh. They told Josh that next time they will study harder and longer and not rely on their good luck charms to pass a test. Thanks a lot.
धन्यवाद तृप्ति दीदी, बहुत अच्छी आपने स्टोरी सुनाई है। निश्चित रूप से ये जो फीडबैक फॉर्म भेजा है, स्टोरी का एक जो होमवर्क दिया है आपको, फोन नंबर दे दिया है और चैट बॉक्स का जो है आपको लिंक भेजिए, आप उससे ज्वाइन हो सकते हैं। नरेंद्र चास्ता जी, एक मैसेज आया है कि लिंक ओपन नहीं हो रही है, ऐसा क्या है फीडबैक में? थोड़ा देखिए, इसकी टेक्निकल प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कीजिए। आप सभी का धन्यवाद और हृदय से आदरणीय गोविंद जी भाई साहब जो हमारे इस सत्र में पूरे समय जुड़े रहे, उनका भी हृदय से धन्यवाद। सांबा शिवाराव जी के परिश्रम को भी धन्यवाद, बहुत प्रयत्न कर रहे हैं हम लोगों की इंग्लिश ठीक करने का, आप सबको धन्यवाद। आप सब लोग बड़े जुड़े हुए हैं, आप सबका भी आभार। काफी प्रांत स्तर के कार्यकर्ता भी यहाँ इस पर जुड़े हुए हैं, आप सबका धन्यवाद। अंत में शांति मंत्र होगा और कल ठीक 9 बजे सत्र प्रारंभ होगा। 5 मिनट पहले, 10 मिनट पहले हम जो निश्चित क्रम है उस पर जुड़ेंगे। राजकुमार जी, शांति मंत्र। राजकुमार जी, चलिए ममता दीदी अनम्यूट कर लीजिए आप शांति मंत्र के लिए। राजकुमार जी, अच्छा
भाई साहब, मैं ही करा देता हूँ।
चलिए चलिए बोलिए बोलिए।
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखात् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
धन्यवाद आप सभी का, धन्यवाद। कल ठीक 9 बजे हम मिलेंगे।